the another next new topic. What is it? Modules. So carefully understand. Modules is very, very easy topic. Try to understand quickly. So that will take index. We go for it first. What is the modules index? How? It is easy. First, we go for what is the purpose of modules? Purpose of modules in Python. Come in. Purpose of modules in Python. So next term, we will go for definition of module. Definition of module. Come in, guys. Definition of module. Next term, another one is types of modules. Types of modules. Next we will go for development of programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. There types of modules we discuss two things. One is a predefined. Actually so simple they are called. Predefined modules. Next is called programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. Two things. Okay. Next we are talking about, that is one level. Next we are going to talk about number of approaches. Number of approaches to reuse modules. So there we are understanding number one, first approach by using import statement. By using import statement, there I am going to tell you four syntaxes. Four syntaxes will be there for this. Four syntaxes. Next, the second is called what? By using another one from import statement. There we are having three syntaxes. Totally we are having 7 syntaxes for what? Number of approaches to reuse modules. What is the difference between first and second one we will discuss. Followed by programming examples. Right. Next we'll go for one more thing. Reloading the module. Important. Reloading the modules. Reloading the module. Right. There we are talking about reloading the module. Reloading the module. Next we are talking about programming examples on that. Programming examples on that module. So reloading the module, there we are talking about IMP module and what? Import to lib module. Right? This is a new modules will come in front of you. IMP module and then what? Import lib module we are going to discuss. So this is a index of what? Modules. So what questions will come from this? Once we prepare everything, whatever question asking from modules, we will be answering very well. Okay. So let's start with what is the purpose of modules. Actually, it is a dead easy student. Today only we have to understand half of the topics. Okay. Start. So students who are in online, so did you understand this? Did you understand? Nikhil, so something you sent, PNG file. What is that? Raghuram, sir, you said, I will say yes, sir. What is that? Raghuram, I did not understand, my dear student. Sir, you said, I will say yes, sir. What is that? Okay. Raghuram, I did not understand, ma'am. Right. Okay. About project. Okay. About project, compulsory, I will explain at the end of it. Raghuram, no problem. Right. So nothing is there about that. I will take right at the end of the session. For 5 minutes, I will explain. Right. Let me go to this concept first. If I speak beginning, you will lose the freshness of the class. At the end of the class, I will discuss so that you will understand. Next. So purpose of modules I am going to discuss. Let us consider one example, students. Let us take one example here, something like this. Here, I am taking ICICI.py. ICICI.py. What I am taking there? DEF, DEF, simple INT. Okay, or instead of taking a bigger one, I'll take a very easy one. AOP.py. AOP.py. In that, I'm having some OP, A comma B, A comma B. There I'm taking C is equal to A plus B. Print of, you already well aware of this. There I'm taking comma, I will write is equal to, I'm writing dot format of A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C. Next, I'm going to take it one more I'm going to take it. DEF, one more type of operation that is called sub OP. Sub OP. Minus I will take it. Sub of A comma B comma C. One more I will take, students, MULOP. MULOP. There I am taking here, star operation I am taking. Here I am saying MUL of what? A comma B comma C, enough. So how many functions I am having, ma? 3 functions I am having. Under what? Under AOP. Under AOP. Then what are these called? Function definition. Am I correct? So this is called function definition. Don't take much time of mine. Function definition 1. Function definition 2. 3 functions definitions I did. And you are already well aware of it. 2. This is called 2. Well, this is called definition 3. Definition 3. Now at the end of it, I am having main program. Main program I am taking sum OP of 10 comma 20. Sub OP of 10 comma 20, no problem. 10 comma 20. Next, MULOP of what? 10 comma 20, no problem. What it means? I am just calling, these are the function definitions, these are the corresponding function calls. So far, what you would understand? We defined the functions and providing the reusability in the same place. Am I correct? Yes. First, I am going to give you first I am giving the clarity on the functions. Well, execute this program, students. Execute this program. Go to the E column. I am saying 6 p.m. here. I am saying create a folder here. Modules folder I am going to create. See, my dear students, here I am going to say AOP.py. AOP.py. Come back and coming to the command prompt. Now I am saying E colon KVR Python something like 6 p.m. CD modules. There I am going to take it py AOP.py. Output is coming. Sum operation, sub, and then multiplication. Clear? Up to here it is clear for all of you. Well, that indicates I defined my function. I called my function immediately. I called it immediately. Where? In the same place. Dear students, carefully understand. Now I am going to write this main program. In real time, nobody will write the same code in the same editor all the time. On the project, around 10 to 15 people will work on the middle level project, medium range project. At least 10 people work on the project. So you will write in one file, I will write it in one file. You are writing into multiple file names. So let me go to the next file name I am going to take. Project is not a project is not a single file name. A project is a collection of file names. See, main program where I am writing in some other program I am writing 10, 100 and something like 150, something like 200, let it be 1020. What is my program name? Software engineer 1.py. Who is this software engineer 1.py? Is a some other person. He is having a common functionality called sum operation, sub operation, multiplication operation. This type of definition is there in which place? AOP. And these functions we are using into some other program. The today's knowledge is how to reuse the code of one program into another program. How to reuse the definition of one function into where? Another. So far what we did, one program only we used to write. We define the function, there only we used to call. That is called what? Reusability within the same program. Today what are we doing? We are reusing the function definition of one program into where? Another program. Today you have to observe this difference. So far what we did? Yes, across the programs we are reusing the function definition across the programs. Functions cannot do that. Functions can provide the reusability. Functions can provide the reusability within the same program, cannot provide the reusability across the programs. Go to that immediately. SE1.py. Save, my dear students. In the modules only, AOP is called one file name. SE1.py is called another file name. AOP containing the definitions and SE1 is another programmer trying to call the function definitions. Execute, error will come. Py, SE1.py. SE1.py, error. Name error. Name sum op is not defined. Is not defined. So I will keep a comment here. That means what PVM is doing? When you are executing SE1, you are calling the function. Every function call require what? Definition. Do you have definition in this program? No. Please respond, ma. All of you. All of you. Listen, all of you. Listen, all of you. Bhavika, listen, ma. Don't excite by yourself. Try to listen what I am saying. It's my advice for you. Right? So, try to maintain respect towards your doubt. Okay? Don't waste your time of typing by yourself. Now, keep it. Sum op 100, 200 is a function call and sub op 150, 200 is a function call. ML op 10, 20 is a function call. So this is comes under what? Function calls are there in one program. Function definition is there in some other program. That means today I am trying to use a definition of one program. I am calling into where? Another program. We got an error. We got an error. So see that here sum op is not defined. So here I am going to say here what? Comment. You see sub op, you will get an error again. Sub op is not defined. Next what I am doing again? What I am doing? MUL op. Again it is an error. Again it is an error. Next is called what again? MUL op is an error again. And I got it. Nothing is there. I am not able to reuse the function definition of one program into where? Another program. Am I correct? So functions will provide the reusability within the same program, not able to provide the reusability across the programs. Spell out, all of you. Functions concept provides the reusability within the same program, unable to provide the reusability across the programs. And today, if I want to use across the programs, I must go for the concept of what? Modules. I must go for the concept of what? Modules. So how we can go for the modules? Very simple, students. Nothing is difficult. In Python, whatever we discussed so far, that is nothing but I am removing this function calls. This file name, this is called what actually? File name. This is called file name. Understand? This file name itself acts as itself acts as acts as what? Module name. Acts as what? Module name. What is the name of the module now? AOP.py. Actually, it's a file name. Internally acting as a module name. Actual module name I will say to you. Now, sir, how can I reuse my sub OP, MLOP into another program? Very simple, sir. This is my file name. My file name itself internally act as what? So I can say indirectly every Python file act as what name? That itself I will import. That itself I will import. Yesterday's class. Come on. Number of approaches to reuse the modules. I say import. First I am doing what? I defined my function. I gave a file name to that. That file name itself act as what? So I want to use this function into some other program or not. For that, what is the module name here? What I am doing now? Import. Import is the first approach to reuse my modules. AOP. Import AOP. Like yesterday, import FU. Import. What is that? FUNC tools. Did you remember that? Function tools. FUNC tools. What is this FUNC tools? Predefined module we imported. Today I am importing my own module. What is my own module? Excellent. Now you call importing the module. What is the first approach I am using to reuse my module? Import. Name of the module called AOP. How I will call it? AOP dot function name. Again AOP dot function name. Again AOP dot function name. Again AOP dot function name. I'll go for number of approaches. First understand the importance of it. Right. Now, after importing, once you import, if you don't write it, it is an error again. By meaning of importing, don't think that you can access. Importing is compulsory. Calling the function with respect to module name also compulsory. Execute it once. See that now. Error is coming. Some OP not defined. Now I am saying what here? AOP dot. Here I am writing AOP dot. Here I am writing AOP dot. AOP dot. Now if I don't import, you are writing only module name, but not importing. That also error will come. Which is an error first? AOP is an error. AOP itself is not defined. So importing is one case, and then calling that module functions. Now you execute. See the answer now. Happily the answer is coming or not? Sum, sub, and then multiplication. How it is acting like? Once you treat your file name as module name, that means once you start using in another place, internally, our Python environment, create one folder, my dear students. Create one folder automatically. That folder is underscore PyCache, underscore PyCache, underscore. Under that, you are having your module name. What is the module name? What is our file name? AOP dot. What is our standard Python name? .py. What is our standard Python name? C Python. You already almost forget, right or not? You almost forget. C Python 310. What is the 310 version? -310 .pyc. This is the one internally created. This is called actual module name. But everybody will say every Python file is called module name. No. What is an actual module name? This is a module name. So who is generating the module name automatically? Python environment will create by creating one internal kind of folder. This module is not a predefined, it's a programmer defined module. Let me show you that stuff. Let me show you that. Go to this place once. Go to this place, E:, our folder called this one. Go to modules just now. See students automatically created or not? Under that, underscore PyCache. Within that, see my dear students, AOP dot C Python hyphen 310. Please read this verse, read this. Compiled Python file. Go to the properties. See there you are having, where is it? You say, go to this properties once. You see .pyc is there. Pyc is there or not? .pyc. Pyc stands for what? It is a compiled version. Once it is compiled, I can reuse anywhere else in my projects. Did you understand? Well, now I am going to conclude my sentences. Once you create the module name, that module name internally created as an underscore folder will be created. Inside of it, we are having the module name, that is our file name, .cpython version, and pyc will be taken. So I can reuse the type of thing anywhere else in my program. Anywhere else in my program. Are you able to understand? Now tell me, here a module is a collection of what? A module is a collection of what? Functions. Is there any special discussion required on the functions? No. No need to discuss any special discussion on functions, because every file, every module name is containing collection of functions. Let me give one more example. Let me give one more example. Here I am taking one more example. See that Python here. I am taking mathsinfo.py. I am taking pi is equal to 3.14. E is equal to 2.71. 2.71. What is this? Pi is equal to variable. E is equal to 2.71. Which type of variables these are? Huh? Come on. Global variables these are called. Srivani, these are all called what? Which type of objects means you have to say float. Which type of variables these are all called? Global variables. Already explained global variables, local variables, everything is done. That's what from now onwards you must be careful enough, because we are entering into the other discussion of the subject. So maths info is called something like this. Two variables I am taking. Let us coming to next part. Save this question. Save this part now. Mathsinfo.py. Mathsinfo.py. Go to the next one. Others I am saying. Here I am writing se2.py. se2.py. Now I am trying to print. Value of pi is equal to, comma, what I am writing? Pi. Next I am writing value of what? E. Value of E, comma, what? E I am writing. Are you following? Where I am using in other program, where I just saved my data, variables are there in where? Maths info. This is one file name. Where I am using in other file name I am using. Just execute se2. Py, se2.py, error is coming. Where I saved it, ma? Saved or not saved? First of all. Yes, not saved, ma. Not saved. I will save it. Yeah, save it. Yes, I saved it. Coming to the point back, now I will say se2. I got PA is not defined. Why it is giving an error? PA is not defined. Come on. Because it was defined in where? It was defined in some program you are using in some other place. And if I keep comment for this, E error will come. It's an interpreter now. One error at a time it will come. E is not defined. Again, it is going to be an error. So if I keep comment for everything, it's nothing is there to display. Nothing is there to display. So tell me, now I want to reuse this variables PI and E, which is available in where? Tell me. Come on, what is this? File name and acts as what? Acts as which name? Module name. It is equal to like how to develop our own header file in C language. How to develop your own header file in C language? Nobody knows. How to develop header file in C language? Nobody knows. Check your knowledge. Because our sir also will not teach. In Java, packages are there. How to develop packages? Virtually it will take, from my Java background I am saying, it takes a 2-hour session to create our own package. But in module, just 1 second also not necessary. So every file name itself is called what? that I am using into some other place. Go to this place. Tell me, how can I use? Import maths info. You call that variable with respect to maths info. Maths info dot pi. Next I will write what? Okay. For one thing I am writing maths info, for other thing I am not writing. See the error, one answer will come, other one is an error. PI answer is coming and next E is not defined. So what I will do guys, I say maths info dot E. You execute it students and see the answer getting or not. Tell me, what is the purpose of modules now? What is the purpose of modules? The purpose of modules is to reuse variables functions from one program into another program. So inside the modules, what are you defining? Variables and functions. Plus extra, we are defining classes also. Classes you don't know, then I am just adding to the definition. In further, I will explain about the classes. Did you understand up to here? So I am going to introduce one more small example for you. One more small example for you. Students in the online, did you understand up to here? Modules will provide you what? Reusability across the programs. Right? Every Python program is automatically treated as which name? Module name. Well, let me go for one more kind of things. Look at, I'm going for one more kind of example. One more example I will take it. Look at students. I am taking ICICI.py. There I am taking B name is equal to, one more example. B name is equal to ICICI, right? Location is equal to, LOC is equal to Amirpet. Well, DEF, simple INT of like this. Just I am asking, so look at students, printer, enter, or I can say something like this. Something like P is equal to float of input of, I'm saying enter principal amount, because I'm writing variables and functions in one place. Principal amount. I can write previous code, copy and paste, but I should define it so that you can understand carefully. Input of, I can say int of, input of, say what? Enter time. Well, R is equal to float of, if you want to take even time also, you can take float, no issue, right? Input of enter what? Rate of interest. Well, so I'm getting PTR values, calculate SI and what? Total amount to pay. How do you calculate SI, my dear students? P star T star R by 100. TOT AMT is equal to P plus SI. Now I'm going to create some type of 50 I'm going to take. I'm going to give some type of example here. Now I'm going to say, what is that? Principal amount, colon, principal amount. Now I'm saying dot format of what? P, SIR. Are you following me? Time, I say time. I'm printing that inputs as it is for you. This is called T. And next I'm going to give you what? Rate of interest. I'm writing here rate of interest. I'm writing is equal to what I'm saying? R. Next I'm going to say what? Simple interest on the amount. Simple interest. I say SI. And next I will go for what? Total amount to pay. I'm writing here total amount to pay. Is called what here? TOT AMT. Well, See students, I say ICICI.py. See students, write it done. Here what are these called? Global variables and one function. So here I'm going to write students, here what is that? B name and LOC or what variables? Global variables, and this is called what? Function definition. Function definition. See students, this is called a file name. Now let us save this code. Once you save it, it is saved, I hope, right? Now I'm going to introduce SC3. SC3, I'm taking here, go to this place, I'm writing SC3.py. I'm writing here \n bank name is called what? Dot format of B name, error or not? Next is called what? Location, bank location I'm writing, bank location I'm writing. What is it? LOC, error. These two things are errors. Next I'm going to call it as what? Simple int is a function also I'm going to call. One function I am calling, one B name and location I am calling. All the variables I am reusing, plus banker name I am reusing, variables I am reusing, function also I am reusing in another program. Execute this now, save this code. It is going to give you error. It is going to give you error. SC3.py, first B name error is coming. B name error is coming. Not possible to access. See students, comment here. Next LOC error will come. LOC error is coming. Again it is called what? Keep it comment. Next is called simple int. Simple int. It is also called error. I hope you are understanding. So if I keep everything error, if I keep everything comment, I cannot access the features of one program into another program. Features are nothing but what? Functions, variable names. Extra what we can add in the further classes, class names also we can add. So with this, we understand that if I want to use them, I must make this as what? This itself is called what? File name, and what acts as what name? Well, tell me student, every Python program is one of the, yes, a module is a collection of what? Variables, and then what? Functions. And don't think PTR are called what? Local variables. They cannot be reused in other place. Local variables cannot be used in other place. Only global variables can be reused in other place. Did you understand? Formal parameters, local variables cannot be reused. Only global variables can be reused. See students, I will go to my place and come to this place. Now I am saying, come on, I forget please. Import ICICI. It is my programmer defined module. Well, come on, call ICICI.bname. Next is called what? ICICI.loc. Next is called what? ICICI.simpleint. See students, how easy this is. Execute now. You are getting, see, banker name is coming, bank location is coming, enter the principal amount, say 1,000 rupees here, 2 and then 3. I'm getting the output or not? This is the details I'm getting here. I hope you are understanding how easy to understand the module names. Getting my dear students? Well, coming to next, one more kind of thing I want to show you. Tell me, ICICI is called what is the module type? Maths info is called which type of module? SE1 is AOP is called which type of module? Programmer defined module. Let me go to one more example here. One more example here that you are already aware of it. Now I am taking SC4.py. Now I am writing here print of a month of 2022, comma 6th month I want. 6th month I want. Save this code. Save this code. SC4.py. Execute SC4.py. It is called error. Month is not defined. A month is a function, belongs to the module called calendar. Import calendar. Calendar is also one program in Python software that I am importing today. Is it your module or predefined module? Well, how do you call this month, ma? Calendar dot what? Month of 2022, 6. This is called predefined module importing, calling the function name of this module. And see this now. See this answer now. Am I getting that month or not? So how many types of modules are there? Quickly, 2 types. Number 1, predefined module. One more is, programmer predefined modules are universal accessibility, universal purposes. Generating the calendar is universal purpose. But my example is called what? ICICI is specifically for us only, for common people only. AOP is also for certain people only, for common purpose only. That mass info is for common purpose only. But calendar is common for all the people. Universal requirements can be done. I hope you are understanding about this discussion, right? So coming to the discussion here, I hope you are understanding about what is the predefined module, you understand. What is the programmer defined module, you understand. How we are importing it. So which approach I am using to reuse my module variables and functions? Which approach I am using? Import I am using. Shall I show you one small documentation? So some people will ask you a question. What is the difference between function and module? Module also for reusability. Function is also for reusability. A higher than the module is called package is also for what? Reusability. But reusability ranges are different. Functions can reuse within the same program, but not able to reuse across the programs. In order to reuse across the programs, I must use what? So module definition, please. A module is a collection of variable names, that is a global variables, functions, and class names. Class names you don't know. I will explain class names later. Right, dear students, and your previous batch, what I explained, I'm just showing to you. And I'm going to show you modules. I'm going to show you once, and the documentation I want to show. Modules in Python I want to show. Look at students here, small documentation. We know that functions concepts makes us to understand how to perform operations, and we can reuse within same program, but not able to reuse the functions across the programs. Functions are meant for performing the operations and can reuse the code within the same program, but not possible to reuse the functions across the programs. To reuse the functions and global variables across the programs, we must use the concept of what? Modules. To reuse the functions, global variables across the programs, we must use the concept of what? Modules. What is the definition of modules? Definition of module or modules? No problem. A module is a collection of what? Which variables? Next and next. Right. So far we reused only functions within the same program, but we are learning how to reuse the functions across the programs. Through which concept? How many types of modules are there? In Python programming, we have 2 types of modules. They are, number 1, predefined or built-in modules, programmer or user or custom defined module. Let us take the example, predefined or what? Built-in modules. These modules are developed by Python language developers. Rosam has developed these modules, and they are available in which software? Python software, that is called APIs, libraries we can call. They are used by Python programmers for dealing with which requirements? Universal. You can use, I can use, every person can use. What are the examples, ma? Math, CMath, FUNC tools, sys module, calendar module, OS module. I'm going to explain all of them in the class. I will explain all of them in the class. So far we used what module, and today I used what also. You can use math module and C math module. Many of the modules I will explain in the class. So learning about Python is nothing but learning about modules only. If I want to learn machine learning, deep learning, any topic, one module is there. That module is nothing but you have to remember my Python class. Collection of variables, functions will be there, class names will be there. Those things we need to learn. Out of many predefined modules in Python, which is already covered in yesterday, in Python programming, one implicit predefined module imported to every Python program called what? Built-ins. Did you remember yesterday? So most of the functions which we used so far, no module name I used it. Today only we are using it. All our predefined functions also belongs to one module. Which module it is? Built-ins. Coming to the second one, this anyhow they are defined it. They are ready in our software. We need to develop our own module. How to develop it? Programmer defined or user defined or custom defined module. These modules are developed by, they are available in which project? Python project. And they are used by other Python programmers who are in project development to deal with which requirement? Right. Suppose as a team leader, I will develop a common functions for all of you, and you people can import my module name so that you can reuse, like AOP. Bottle only, na? Okay, very good. So if all of a sudden a small sound are coming, some fear will come automatically. So coming to this AOP, next is called what? Maths info. Next is called what? ICICI, etc. These are all called which modules? Programmer defined modules. Easy or difficult? So creating predefined module is already available in our Python software. Defining our programmer defined modules, we are going to do it. Right. Up to here, online students, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable up to here? Venkatesh, more easy than functions, because everything is functions only inside. Right, Venkatesh, good. So, super easy. Okay, Kiran Kambli, very good. Let me move to the further. Yes, ma, Pradeep. Sir, how many built-in modules, sir? I was heard about 200 plus is there. Not 200 plus, ma'am. Not 200 plus. 39,856 modules are there. 39,000. And don't remember this. Amma? That's what. Everybody will develop their own module. Java software contains specified number of packages are there. That means it is developed by only certain company. Only the owner will develop. That is called only the copyright person only can develop. But here what is happening? Every person can develop one module. And Python is spread everywhere else nowadays. And in a year or together, and no Python engineers will be available. That much scarcity will be there, it seems, in the Python industry. And by seeing that, and we should not feel that I will get job tomorrow. Like if you don't read Python notes, even your Python king also, nothing will get the job. We need to read the notes, right? So according to the technical NASCAM survey, in a year or two, and Python spread everywhere. Without Python, no MNCs exist, no startup companies will exist. Because when topmost companies started using Python, automatically the next level companies also compulsory they need to use, right or not? So even in most of the US based projects now started developing using Python, it seems. Now automatically Indian software engineers are working on the maintenance projects of most of the overseas projects. So compulsory Python scarcity will be there in the coming years. And it doesn't mean that without reading Python notes, without knowing only Python trained and getting the job is difficult. We have to learn and we have to have a programming knowledge first. That's what I'm saying from the beginning onwards. Read well and practice well. That is your blessings for you. Now, fine. Coming to the point of it, Surya Prakash. Now, I understood why Python is having many number of modules. Yes. So artificial intelligence modules, machine learning modules, deep learning modules. Even nowadays, every company is going to convert the testing tools into where? Python. And there is a tremendous demand for Python with Selenium. Selenium is a testing module, testing course. There they used right earlier with Core Java. Now last month onwards, every company migrated to what? Python. Because writing Core Java program is very complex and strong programming knowledge is required. Now they are converted into what? Python. That's why do the assignments, read the notes, preserve this and move forward. Right? Girls are not showing the programs at all. No assignment solving. You don't want a job? You don't want a job? No, sir. Only learning course is important. But some of the boys are showing me the assignments nicely. I'm really appreciating them. Yes, Majay Kumar. Yeah, big data analytics, Internet of Things. R programming is also there. And R programming is also there. Introduction to data science. These are all going to be the implementations of coding is called what? Python. So R programming also dead easy. Actually, whether you know it or not, yes, ma, that only I'm saying. Except all of them are good. All of them are good. Once you started learning data science, all these things will come in front of that. That's what Ajay Kumar. Please learn data science. In the data science, everything will be covered. Analytics will come, analysis will come, Tableau will come, machine learning will come, deep learning will come, AI will come, everything will come. All enterprise applications now converted into what? Python programming. Data science is going to be, I told already, data science and with Python programming is compulsory. They are going to be very much easy. So the whole component, data science is a human body, like heart is the main component. When heart is not working, no organ can do anything. So heart is called Python. Right? Well, so Aditya, maths not necessary, ma. See, this is one small, what do you call, some assumption people are, students are thinking. Sir, his maths background is required. Not necessary. School level mathematics, you don't know. School level mathematics, you don't know. Functions, sets, probability, statistics. You don't know these 4 chapters. You know, then faculty must know mathematics. Faculty should know mathematics. For example, trigonometry is there. Trigonometry means everybody will run away from the class. And in data science, trigonometry will be there. How easy, I can't understand. I can't imagine. Because the faculty has to explain the trigonometric ratio's importance. It doesn't mean that you are writing sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. 1 by tan theta is equal to cot theta. Cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. You need not to know this. Faculty should give the implementation of that. Heights and distances. When flyover is constructing, they will keep some camera and then watching here and there. And if you see that person of measuring that heights and distance, if you look at that person who is taking that reading, he is not even 10th class also. Whether you believe it or not. Right? So, that means they are already predefined inside of the libraries. There is no need to write any mathematics knowledge. Understand, Ajay Kumar? So Shivam, sir, I want to learn Java basics to advanced. Then which course I have to enroll? Because in Java, so many courses, I am getting confused. Please help me. I am the best example for you. 22 plus years I am in Java. Fed up. Core Java, Advanced Java, Spring, Hibernate, Spring Basics, Spring with microservices, Spring REST API. Half of the life will go for learning only. When you go to Python with the data science, job you will get it. Okay, by going to Java, by learning these many courses, what is the package you will get it? 3.5 or 4 lakhs if you are most intelligent. When you are Python with the data science, you will get minimum 7 lakhs. And 7 lakhs not important. Here 7 lakhs intelligence must be there. Otherwise 7 rupees also you will not get it. First, don't think about salary. Think about your Subject. Once you know subject well, money will come automatically. Don't run behind of the money. Shall I move forward? You will listen other than subject more clearly, more interestingly about jobs, about salary. If I'm going on explaining, you will listen. First thing we have to improve our subject. Am I correct? So let me concentrate on that. There is no doubt in that. You will definitely get the job. There is not right on the top of the page. If you follow 3 guidelines, which I said in my demo sessions, still I'm sticking on the words. Last day also I will stick on the words. Once if I say one word, I'll stand on that. I never come out of it. Once you do, you'll get the job. 100%. Right. Fine. Nikhil. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Nikhil. Right. Fine. Venkatesh, I have been learning from 10th class. Which one? Python? Huh? Okay. Let us move to the next discussion called what? How to develop custom defined modules. How to define what? Custom defined modules. Shall I go for it? Defining custom defined modules is easy or difficult? Easy. Nothing is there, sir. Defining a custom defined module ICICI is nothing but define some variables. Which variables? Define some functions. First step, define some variables. Second step, define some function. Third step, define some classes. You don't know class concept now? Don't worry about the class concept. First step is what? Define some variable name. Define some function name. Third step, define some classes. Fourth step, save that entire development on some file name. That itself acts as what? Module name. So developing programmer defined module is easy or difficult? Dead easy. Number 1, define variables, define functions, define class names, save that entire 3 things on one file name with an extension called .py. Internally, that will be treated as a module name. How? File name dot C Python -310.pyc. That is called a module name. What is the automatic folder created? __ pycache __ is within that our module name is available. This is also one MCQ. Which folder created automatically when you treat your programmer defined file name as a module name? __ pycache __ pycache _ option A. _ pycache, that one thing. No, not next underscore. Single underscore they will give. They will give 4 things with wrong things. So double underscore first, double underscore later. Next option is what? Only double underscore first. C is what? Pycache double underscore last. D is what? Single underscore pycache last single underscore. By seeing that if you did not work practically, you will get all of them are pycache only. Which is the correct? Looking left side, right side, back side, SAR is there or not? SAR will not come. SAR will train in the class only. Let us go and see once again, ma. Once again, you see, guys. Now I'm going to say, here I'm going to use under 6 p.m. modules here. I'm saying under pycache, see that aop.cpython 310, icici.cpython 310, mathsinfo.cpython -310. All of them are called compiled Python files. Compiled Python files are nothing but what? .pyc. .py program is compiled to what? .pyc. This is known as which process? Compilation process. Beginning level only we learned it. Well, students, come back to this point. Now I'm going to introduce one important point here. I'm going to give you development of programmer defined modules. Come on quickly. To develop programmer defined modules, we must use the following steps. First step, please. Which variables? Second step, please. Third step, please. Right. Nothing to worry about it. Here you see we defined variables. We defined function. Class name is not there. I will explain in OOPS features, classes and objects. Because at this point of time, I cannot explain what is a class concept. Just watch it once, how great concept I am going to explain you. In 11 o'clock, whoops is going on now. Whoops is going on. Classes and objects just completed. Under that, I will open just a syntax of a class. Mind-blowing syntax is there. How much big syntax you see. Class name, class level data members, instance method names, @class level method name, static method name. Inside of it, what will come next? Constructors will come, destructors will come, garbage collector will come inside also. Did you understand? So, class is not a joke, what people are saying about the Python. Whoops is very difficult in Python. Whoops is very difficult in Python. I will explain like anything. If you read well in the beginning days, when you come to whoops, whoops can be injected in the brain. Otherwise, whoops is whoops. Take care by yourself. Because I am not joking. You are laughing. When you don't take care seriously, whoops is really whoops only. Whoops should be enter into the body. So be careful about that. So seriously, you take my points. Is it clear? After developing step 1, step 2, step 3, we must save on some file name with an extension called what? In the bracket, students, file name .py, and it is treated as what name? Well, my dear students, when a file name is treated as what name? Internally, Python execution environment creates a folder automatically on the name of underscore pycache underscore, and it contains module name on the name of, on the name of file name dot, that is ICICI dot cpython hyphen 310 dot pyc ICICI AOP, right, or maths info dot cpython 310 general point I am saying that. Now see students, example underscore pycache, it's called what? Folder name. AOP.cpython.pyc, mathsinfo.cpython of 310, and ICICI.cpython of 310 pyc. What is this is called? Well, so creating programmer defined module is easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? So what is the first step? Define variables, define functions, define class names, and save it on some file name with an extension called .py. And how it is treated and all those things, you have seen it already. Okay, sir. Now I developed a module, sir. Well, sir. I developed a module, well, sir. I developed another module, well, sir. Now I want to use it into some other place or not? To reuse my module variables, to reuse my module functions, I have two techniques. One is what? To reuse, to reuse variables, variable names. Fast, variable names, comma what? Function names, quickly. And what? Class names. We have two approaches. They are, I'm explaining roughly here, whatever explanation I'm giving, final document I'll show you. Number 1, first approach is what? By using, import. Which statement? By using import statement. Here 4 syntaxes are there, ma. 4 syntaxes are there, no confusion. How many approaches are there actually? 2. First one, how many syntaxes in that? Well, second one is by using from ... import statement. There it is having 3 syntaxes. Totally how many syntaxes are there for import? 7. How many approaches are there? 2. What is the difference between that? I will explain one by one. Shall I? Right. How many approaches are there? 2. One is by using, second one by using. Right. Shall I go to the first syntax? Yes. Please look at that carefully. Now I am talking about the first one. First one I am going to talk. And you will understand easily. Now, first syntax I am going to explain. First syntax. syntax number 1, which we used already in our class. Right. Go to the place, something like this. Students in the online, did you understand up to the previous? And I'm gear up to this topic. Up to previous, you understand? Well, now we are coming to the reusing the variables, function names, class names of modules. To reuse the variable names, function names, and class names of what? Modules. We have two approaches. One is by using import statement, one more by using from import. First one I am going for what? Import. See, dear students, already this is called import. Second one you see, again I said import. Third one you see, again I said import. Fourth one you see, predefined also I said what? Import. What is the use of import? Import is a keyword which is used for accessing, which is used for referring, or which is used for bringing, which is used for importing the variables, function names, class names of one module into my current program. Okay, imported. I imported mangoes from some other state. After importing, will it come directly to your home? No, you need to buy it, na? Buying is nothing but what? Accessing that calendar dot month. Importing, okay. It doesn't mean that when I import, you are accessing. Importing is different. Accessing is different. Did you understand this point? You have some items, I imported. When I imported means it doesn't mean that I am accessing. After importing, I have to access it. Importing syntax is by using which keyword? After importing, you have to access it. How to access? By using module name. By using what name? Yes. I hope you are understanding. Accessing different, importing different. I am importing from some other state to Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad items came. What should I do? When they came to Hyderabad, can I go and access directly? You cannot. You have to take some precaution. What is the syntax? Imported item dot, importing place dot, that item name I need to access. After importing, you have to call the function name by using that module name. So the first syntax is, if you understand me, tell me, import module name. Import what name? This is called importing which module? Single module name. Importing single module name. Clear or not clear? So what is an example, students, you understand here? Tell me. Import AOP. Come on, next. Import ICICI. Next is called what? Import what? Maths info. I did separately or not? Yes. Instead of separately, I can do syntax number 2. Very, very easy. Syntax number 2. What is the syntax number 2? Observe it. Syntax number 2 I am taking, importing what modules? Multiple modules. Multiple module name, comma, what next? Module name 2, so on. Module name n. Module name n. Hope module 2, module name n. Clear or not clear? Yes, example please. Examples, say import AOP in the same line I can do it. These are all called different ways. AOP, next is called ICICI, comma ICICI, comma what? Maths info. Maths info. This is called one more kind of mechanism. Did you understand? Yes, this is called a second syntax. Sir, third syntax I want to go, sir. See, my dear students, syntax number 3. Suppose you see SE4. Calendar is a very big one. I don't want to go for writing. Suppose if I want to write a calendar, I want to write for what? 7th month I want. 7th month I want. Yes. Suppose If I want to take writing calendar is a waste of time. I will write alias name I want to give. Yes, C. Suppose your name is a very big name. Your parents will not call the big name. They will call a nickname. Right or not? So alias name is nothing but alternative name for the module name. So you are giving an alias name. How do you call it, ma? See that. Importing an alias name, you are accessing their belongings with respect to the alias name. Again, you are calling with respect to the alias name. I am writing calendar dot. Will it work out? No. Because the interpreter already understands calendar as what? What it forgotten. Yes. In this program, it forgets about what? It remembers only. Let us execute this, all of you. Execute and then see. SE4. I got it June month, July month, but I got an error. Calendar is not defined because I gave alias name. So I must write what here, ma? See. Well, I get it. This 3 months calendar, I got it. 3 months calendar, I got it. Are you able to understand? What is this concept is called? Alias name concept. So I hope you are understanding about, I say, single module name with what name? Alias name. See students, this is called syntax number 3. I'm saying that, what is the syntax number 3? Module name. Yes, what? Alias name. So how I will write it? Import module name. Yes, what? Alias name. So tell me, AOP as A, ICIC as what? I, Maths Info as M. Anything, not only first letter, any name you can take it. Did you understand? When can I prefer to go for it? Maths Info is a bigger one. I want to take it as M dot. Clear or not clear on? Yes. So students in the online, did you understand up to this third syntax? Quickly students. Well, next I am going to introduce one more kind of thing. Multiple modules with alias name, students. In the single line only I want multiple module names. Syntax number 4. Tell me, importing multiple module names. Tell me students, module name. Yes, what? Alias name. Okay student, next module name 2 as what? Alias name. Last one is called what? Module name N as what? Alias name. As alias name. Well students, AOP as what? AOP as A. ICICI as what? I. Maths Info and what? This is what you are going to call it. Easy or difficult? How many syntaxes? 4. Number 1, importing single module, importing multiple modules, importing single module with alias name, importing multiple modules with alias name. Clear or not? Yes. After importing the module, you have to be careful enough. After importing module, I am writing. After importing the module, after importing the module or modules with 4 syntaxes, maybe with original name, maybe with alias name, we can access variable names, comma, function names, and what? Class names. Yes, what? Module name dot variable name, module name dot function name. This is the first approach I am writing. Function name. Girls, are they following? Module name dot what? Class name. Module name dot class name. Easy, class name. Or we can also say what? I forget. Online students will answer. Come on. Litun, correct. Alias name. Alias name is there, right or not? Alias name. Next is called what? Alias name. So I am writing. Either you can call with alias name or with the module name. So I am writing what? Alias name. Easy or difficult? Easy. Sir, this is called one syntax, sir. This is called one syntax. Same thing I will go for what? By using from import. By using, so from is a keyword, import is a keyword. From is a keyword, import is a keyword. How many syntaxes there? Very good. If you understand me, I will carry the syntax mark once. So I'm going for second syntax. Second one I'm going for by using which one? From what? Import statement. Syntaxes I'm using. By using, yes, 1 minute. By using, now I am taking, see that, by using what? From import. How many syntaxes are there? 3. Easy. Importing single module name. This is called a single module name that I am going to remove, but that approach is different and this approach is different. See that. From, come on, module name, from module name, from that module name. What do you want to take? Pick up. From cool drink shop, import Sprite, Maja. There are so many things are there. Whatever I want, I will import. From module name, import what? Variable name, comma, function name, comma, class name. There may be many variable names are there. I will take one of the variable. There may be many functions are there. One of the function. There may be many class names are there. I will take one thing. Are you following? You take the module name. You import whatever you want. Just like a selection. Just like a selection. I'll go to from fruit shop. I will take apple. I will take kiwi. I will take some X, Y. Only 3 things. Because there are 20 fruits are there. Are you understanding? How I will access them? I will access from import, from, I will say from AOP, import, I want to access only sum OP function only. Sub OP is there, multiplication OP is there, I want to access only one function. Did you understand? Right. Come on students, next from ICICI, import what? B name, comma, simple int, simple, that's it. I don't want a location. Easy or difficult? From maths info, import PI, only E I don't want. Getting or not? This is called what? One syntax. Second syntax I am going for students. Second syntax I am going for. This is called first syntax. Syntax number 2 I am going to take. Very simple students. Syntax number 2 also. Syntax number 2 also very simple. Syntax number 2. From module name, import variable name as alias name. Syntax 1 gives alias names for module name. But syntax 2 gives alias name for what? Syntax 2 will give you the alias names for even what names also? Also what? Yes. They will ask you the difference between syntax 1 and syntax 2. Syntax 1 gives alias names for modules. Syntax 2 gives alias names for variable names, function names, etc. See students, from AOP, import sum OP as SP. From ICICI, import B name as B, simple int as SI. From maths info, import PI, no problem, as P. A short variable already short. Why need to go for that? If I want to give alias name, I will give, otherwise no problem. That is called alias name I am giving for what? Variables and then what? Function names. Can I give alias name for variable names in my modules? Yes. Can I give alias names for function names? Yes. Can I give alias names for module names? Yes. I can give alias names for a variable name, class names, function names, module names. Anything I can give. Syntax 1 and syntax 2. Clear? Well, see students, syntax number 3 I am going for students. Syntax 3 says, suppose there is a ICICI banking is there. How many variables are there? How many variables are there? 2 variables are there. 1 function is there. All of them I am interested to use. From import, I say star. From module name, import what? Star. Star means what? All. But it is not recommended. Not at all recommended to use it in the industry. Example is what? When you go to C language, hash include math.h. How many header files are coming in one header file? In that 70 mathematical functions are there. But which function you are using in your program? SQRT function you are using. Unnecessarily 70 functions are included or not? Is it not waste of memory space or not? So C language suffers with more overhead of memory space. But in Python, they give a powerful mechanism. Don't go for import star. If my module name contains 100 variables, 100 functions, 100 class names, if you write unnecessarily import, you are using only 1 or 2 variables. Why should I write import star? Understanding, my dear students? So here students, I am going to say from ICICI, if at all you want to use, here I am writing from ICICI, I am saying here called what? Star. I can write those things directly. B name I can access, LOC I can access, simple INT I can access. Are you able to understand? So those things I am going to access, but it is not recommended. Why? In this case, okay, 3 things are there, okay. But there are 100 variable names, 100 function names, 100 class names. If we write star, 300 things are coming. Waste of main memory space. But I am interested in only 3. Better to go for take the module name, import, variable name, function name. You write what you want to select. Don't say star. When you go to chocolate showroom, from chocolate showroom, import star. All chocolates will bring to your home. Waste of money, no? Will you eat all at once? No. From chocolate showroom, import Cadbury silk with nuts, Kit Kat, so and so I will take. I never say import star. Correct or not? Yes. So this is not recommended at all. Keep in mind. Good. Now I'm going to give one small thing. Here I said, after importing module name with 4 syntaxes, you are accessing with respect to either module name or, but here we are doing what? After importing the modules with what? 3 syntaxes with this from import, we can access function names and things directly we can access. Why directly? From module name you are saying. From that module name, import star. No need to use module name. Directly I will use. No alias name is required. Variable name, alias name I may use. Function name, alias name I may use. Class name, alias name I may use. Module name, alias name not necessary. Module name is not necessary. Directly I can access it. Just to see one best example. Come on, go. Come on, go. Which approach I am going to tell you? Let me take it. Go. Take this approach. I will tell. See. Approach number 7. One by one. Approach 7.py. 7 are there. 4 first one. 3 second one. Be careful. 7. Last one I am coming. From, come on. From ICICI, import star. Star means what I will write? I will directly write B name, directly write LOC, directly write function name. Why? Already you specified. From this module, import everything. Everything came, you access directly. Let us save one by one. Going to use, come on students, PY, approach 7, 3000, 3 and 4 got output. Are you understanding? Students in the online, are you comfortable guys? Right, please confirm it. Now I'm going to speed up. Sixth syntax I'm going. Can I? Yeah. Sixth syntax I'm going. Sixth one I'm going. Sixth one. Approach. What is the sixth approach? From ICICI, B name as BN, comma, LOC as L, comma, simple INT as what? SI. How beautiful it is. So what? BN as what? L, and what is this? Beautiful. See sir. Syntax number 6. 6. See students, 6. Out of directly I am accessing 6.py. See students, I say 1003 and then 4 output. Understand? Well. Come on to the next one is called what? Say approach number 5. From the bottom level I am coming. 5. What is that 5 says? Import B name, LOC, and what? Simple INT, no alias name, nothing. You call them as what? B name. See students, B name. Next is called what? LOC. Next is called what, ma? Simple INT. Simple INT. Approach number 5. Comma missing. Okay, ma. Manaya, very good. Very good. See, Manaya, see. Comma also missing. Observing very carefully. With a microscope, he is observing. Very good, Manaya. Keep it up. Nice. Good student. So, approach number 5. Right. Venkatesh, also good. So, 2 people are working behind of my class. Right. See that. Here 5000, 2.5 and 3.2.3 got the output. Which approach? From import is over. 5, 6, 7. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 I am going to say. Okay, sir, go. Next I am going to say. What is that? See students, I say approach number 4. Approach number 1 I will take. 1. What I will do? Import ICICI, import AOP. AOP. Right? Well, bank name I am not accessing. Only simple INT I will access. How do we do? ICICI dot simple INT. Approach 1 is another syntax number 1. ICICI dot simple INT. What ma? Come on, next. Of what? Sum OP. Of 10, 20. Enough. Enough. More than enough. So I say, you can call other things also, no issue. So approach number 1. Well, yes ma, Bhavika, you missed parameters. So for some AOP, right? See the principal amount 3000, 1.2, 3.4. I got some OP also. Understand? Well, this is called approach number 1. How I am importing? Separate module. I will go to approach number 2. Approach number 2. How simple it is. See that? Come on. Comma. What? AOP. In single line. Importing multiple modules. Importing single module. Importing single module. Are you able to follow? Importing single module. Importing multiple modules at the same time. This is called what? Approach 2.py. Approach 2.py. See how simple it is. 2.py. Principal 4000, 1.2 and 1. Sum OP. Got it. Understand? Yes. Next is called approach number 3. What is approach number 3? Very good. Alias name for variables or module name? Excellent. Yes. Approach number 3. ICICI as IC. And next is what? Import AOP as A. Very beautiful. IC. Next is what? Yes. Beautiful. Approach number 3. Well, go to this. I say here. Approach 3. Almost all the approaches with programmatical I am showing 3.py. Say something like 3500, 2.3, 1.3, got the output, and then this result is coming. Next in the single line with alias name. Multiple modules importing in single line with alias name. See students, 4.py, ICICI as SI, comma, AOP as A. Finished. So approach number 4.py. Out of that, see students, 4.py, say 10,000, say some 2 and then 5, I got the output. How many approaches? 7. Can you say one by one? I will say listen. First, import approach. Under that 4. Importing single module, importing multiple modules, importing single module with alias name, importing multiple modules with alias name. That is over. From import, importing variable names, function names, class names. First one. Second, from module name, import variable name as alias name, comma, function name, alias name, class name as alias name. Sixth that is. 7, from module name, import star. That last one is not recommended. I am saying, as a teacher, I want to share all the things, but last one, we don't use it in the industry. Right? Students in the online, clarity is there with all the 7 approaches, students? Yes. Good. Now see students, now I am going to give, right guys, very good. So I hope you understand modules very well. So coming to this 7 a.m. once, modules is there, and I am opening one small thing, number of approaches to reuse the modules. Number of approaches to reuse the modules. See students, once you read, I am writing full notes purpose I am showing. We know that a module is a collection of variables, functions, classes. To reuse features, what features? Variable names, functions, class names. Of what? We have 2 approaches. They are by using import to statement. Second one, by using from import to statement. Come on, by using which one? Come on, describe. Import is the purpose of import statement is that to refer or access variable names, function names, class names in current program. We can use import statement in syntax number 1. Import. This syntax imports single module, same ICICI. Say what is that? ICICI. AOP, maths info. Already you have seen example. Syntax number 2. Import module name 1, module name 2, module name n. This syntax imports. Import. Come on. What is this now? ICICI, comma, AOP. Next what? Maths info. Syntax number 3. Import module name as what? This syntax imports single module and aliased with alternative name, another name. Import ICICI as what? I. Any name, AOP as A, maths info as M. Syntax number 4. Import module name 1 as alias name, module name 2 as alias name, module name n as alias name. This syntax provides imports multiple module names and aliased with another names. So here I am writing ICICI as I, AOP as A, match info as M. This is called importing. With various ways I am importing. Later I need to access their facilities or not. Hence, very, very important. After importing all the variable names, function names, and class names by using which statement? We must access variable names, function names, class names with respect to or yes, module name dot or alias name dot alias name dot. Easy, students. Second approach. How many approaches are there? First, import over 4 ways. Second one, by using import. See, students, by using from import, here from import are the keywords. The purpose of from import statement is that to refer or access variable names, function names, class names in current program directly without using module name. You observe it, already I told you, approach number 7, how I am accessing directly. Directly. You see, directly I am accessing from import. With the import, what I am doing? With alias name, I am using import. Did you observe the difference? Yes. See, students, now see syntax number 1. From module name, import variable names, function names, class names. This syntax imports variable names, function names, class names of a. From calendar, import month. From AOP, add OP, sub OP, match info, import PyND, import ICICI, bank name, address, that is called what is this? Location, and next is called what? Simple INT. Able to follow, guys? Good. Syntax number 2. From module name, import variable names as alias name, function name as alias name, class name as alias name. This syntax imports variable names, function names, class names of module with alias name. So second approach gives alias names for variables, functions, and class names. First one gives alias names for module name. The difference is important. With the first approach, you have access with respect to module name or alias name. With the second approach, I can access directly. Directly I can access. Well, third approach you see, and I wrote calendar as M and all those things I said. AOP, import AOP as A, sub OP, multiplication OP, match info, import PA as P, E as K, from ICICI B name, LOC, whatever it is, LOC as L, and I am writing here simple INT. Yes, simple. As what is this now? Simple INT. Simple INT. Yes, what? SI. Some name. Right. Third syntax, directly star. This syntax imports all variable names, function names, class names of module. I wrote here, this syntax is not recommended to use because it imports required features of module and also import uninterested features also. Uninterested features also imported and leads to what? More main memory space. Import calendar dot import star. So many functions are there. Why should I take all of them? Waste of time. Waste of my main memory. AOP import star. Match info import star. So this syntax is not recommended, but as a teacher, I would like to share it. Hence, after importing all variable names, function names, class names by using from import, we must access variable names, function names, class names directly without using module names or so variable name, function name, class name. And the last point I am giving difference between import statement and from import. See, hence with import statement, we can give alias name for what? Only, but not for variable names, function names, and class name. Whereas from import statement, we can alias names for, we can give alias names for variable names, function names, class names, but not for, yes. Understand? How many approaches are there to reuse my modules? One is by using import, one more by using from import. With import, 4 syntaxes. By using import statement, we have, right, total 7 syntaxes. I hope today you understand. I hope. Easy or difficult? Easy. There is an extension to modules called packages are there. That will be Monday. Tomorrow also I will continue. Reloading modules concept I'll say. Some case study also I will explain. So time is almost 7:50. So we'll stop the class. Tomorrow class I will go for it. Raghuram, if you don't mind, can we discuss tomorrow about that, ma? Raghuram, can we discuss about that? Pradeep, I will tell you, ma. I will tell you. I'll tell you that. Raghuram, I will tell. Pradeep, I will tell about this one. It is called what? What is this underscore is asking? It is nothing but a special symbol. We use it into encapsulation process. We use it into encapsulation process. Pradeep, if you don't mind, just to look at, ma. I will explain in OOPS features for you. Just to look at. Pradeep, E colon in 11 o'clock today only I covered in OOPS features. Coming to data encapsulation and abstraction, multiple examples I am giving. Pradeep, look at, ma. I say underscore ACNO. Like underscore balance. Pradeep, can you wait up to that? I will explain. Pradeep, okay. So there I am going to explain. Everything I will explain. Nothing to worry about it. I will explain everything. Okay. I'll stop the class and I will upload this